Hey guys, Wyvros here, and welcome to a new side series that I call Wyvros Mythos. And this is where we're going to take cryptozoology. We're basically going to take monsters from video games, whether they be like regular monsters or normal encounters or even bosses, and compare them to their real world encounters, whether it be from cryptozoology, supernatural, paranormal, or even religious, such as gods or goddesses. The only rules is it's got to stay on the supernatural part. It's not allowed to be cultural. It's got to be strict supernatural or mythological. So today's episode, I decided I want to do something easy or something short. I really love the Final Fantasy series. How much do I love it? I played through all of the Final Fantasies about 20 times already. I love Final Fantasy. I am a big Moogle fan. So our first episode is going to be about the Norse god Odin. Odin is from Norse mythology, also known as the Viking religion or Viking mythology of our real world counterpart. And what it is that now I want to study Odin from his video game side to his actual side. See how well it holds up and give you guys some information about the lore about where video games get their information. So who is Odin? Odin is the father of Loki and Thor. And including, he's also known as the god or ruler of all the other Norse gods. But it goes far more deeper into that. He's also represented by Gandalf the Grey from J.R.R. Tolkien. Everyone loves Tolkien. Basically, yes, because this is where Tolkien got his idea for Gandalf the Grey, was actually from Odin. And not only is he represented by war and battle, he's also represented by wisdom, prophecy, and poetry. And he as well is also known to take on any form, and is known to go into any battle wielding his great spear Gungnir and riding his 8-legged horse Sleipnir. I mean, the game has 6, but I guess it would be kind of weird if they had 8 legs, okay? So, everything matches up from here from the video game lore and everything, but how exactly does his attack, Zentensuken, actually works out? Apologize if I butchered that. Zentensuken in Japanese literally comes into iron cutting sword. If you look up on the Wikia or anything, it's considered a scimitar. Now, scimitars are from the Middle Eastern area, as well as the, I believe, Eastern France or Persian France area. So, as we can see, it is not from Norse or Scandinavian, regions, or even as they would say, Scandinavian blacksmiths. So, why is Zentensuken depicted with Odin? Well, Vikings during the Great Times actually had a trade route through the Middle Eastern, through the Caspian Seas. And from here they traded everything from cloth, silk, jewelry, slaves, anything you could think of, and even weapons. And just like any other pagan belief, Odin really got his pagan beliefs get altered depending on the culture, where they're at, and even the events of the actual people who worship the gods. So simply, after getting new items or new weapons, it'd make a lot more sense to also implement this into their Norse warriors. Most notably, Odin. Something that's sharp enough that it's able to cut other metals. Of course, you would give it to the god of the gods, or the king of the gods. So, now that we've gone over all this, now of course, there's some things I didn't mention, but I only want to stick with the video game and what you see in the actual games. So, how are we going to rate Odin based off of his real-world counterpart? Well, if I had to go, out of a scale of 1 to 5, I'd say a 4.5. They did pretty well. The only reason why it wouldn't be a perfect 5 is because Sleipnir only has 6 legs, and doesn't mention Hrungnir or Hunagar and Muningar, his 2 crows. But besides that, I know it's a little short, but this is basically what it's going to be. It's going to be a very short side series. So for now, this is the Wyvros signing out, saying I hope you learned something. And later, guys.